Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're watching New Covenant University's course number PHI 101. My name is Dr. Angel Kreitz. I'm the president of the university and I'm also an academic mentor. And I am teaching or reteaching a course that we taught recently during a live class called PHI 101. I'm doing this for our online courses. So if you're just recently a student, which most new students take this course, welcome to NCU. This will be your first course. This will be a foundational course for you. And no matter what program you're involved in, we ask everyone to at least view the classes PHI 101, Discovering Your Purpose. Again, my name is Dr. Angel Kreitz, and I am the president and an academic mentor within New Covenant University. And this is our phone number. If you're interested in taking courses here, we would love to have you. So let's get started today. PHI 101, Discovering the Power of Purpose, based on Dr. Kreitz's best-selling book, Discovering the Power of Purpose. Sorry, there's like a glare on it. Discovering the Power of Purpose. And so we'll be teaching from this book today. And I just want to welcome you all to this course. And I hope that you will gain as much out of it as the thousands of graduates that have learned about discovering their purpose and the importance of it, and how to maintain a focus and how to understand what you were created to do. Your purpose, so let's get started. Your purpose is not your decision, it's your discovery. You know, to everything, there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. You were not made or put here on earth by accident. You were put here for a specific purpose, for a specific time. And God didn't create you for no reason. You have an important part to play here on the earth during your time here. Ecclesiastes 3:1 is the scripture I just quoted. To everything there's a season, and to every time, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Listen, your purpose is not your decision, but it's your discovery. We ask little kids all the time, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, you're already a human being. What they're asking is, what are you going to be human doing? What are you going to be human doing? And so we tend to forget that we have a purpose that's already within us, and that we, more important than doing, than performing, is who we are, who we be. And so it's very important that we discover what that purpose is inside of us, because your purpose births your assignments in life. Your purpose births your assignments in life. Your purpose will take you to places where you are needed, where you are wanted, where you are welcomed. And so it's important that we discover that so we can stay focused and we can choose our assignments wisely. We don't want to be doing things that are not a part of our purpose. Your fulfillment of your purpose requires order. It requires focus. It requires a decision to be made. And once you discover your purpose, you will be able to have that order all set up so that you can make informed decisions on where you should be, when you should be, and what you should be doing. And more importantly, the things that you shouldn't be doing. Why? Because when you're spending time over here with this person, when you're spending time over here doing this, you're not spending time in the appropriate place where your purpose will be valued and appreciated. I remember a story of how an older gentleman was taught this class, close to retirement age. And he he went home and baked a cake and came back with it the next night through our seminar. And he came back with it and he said, I have been working at the same factory for 40 years and I'm close to retirement now. And I hate that I've just heard this class because I know it has been my purpose to make the best cakes, to be an excellent baker. It has been my passion and my love for my whole life. And because I lived close to the factory, I accepted a job there. And now, as soon as I retire, I'm going to start walking in my purpose and become a baker. And I was so happy for that gentleman. The joy on his face when he discovered his purpose and he realized it was okay to walk in that. And that's the thing that God had for him. That really fulfilled a lot in us. It was our return on our investment of teaching the class. And the cake was marvelous, bar none the best one I've ever had. The outcome of purpose and order is increase. When you have purpose, when you walk in that purpose by walking in order and a focus, then you have increase. Purpose plus order equals increase. Increase in what, you say? Increase in your time, increase in money, increase in options in life. Because your purpose will make room for you and will grow opportunities for you, will open many doors. Your purpose is unlike anyone else's. Your purpose is yours. It's your special gift that God gave to you and the reason that you are here on earth. Let's talk about discovering your purpose. How do I discover my purpose? I've been wandering around. I've been trying to do different jobs and nothing seems to make me happy. I don't understand what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I pray every day and ask God, just reveal to me what you want me to do. Well, you have to discover your purpose. You are a human being. Remember, not a human doing. Therefore, you must know your purpose before you can do anything. You are a human being before you are a human doing. Therefore, you must know your purpose before you can do anything. Let's talk about this. How do I discover my purpose? Well, the first thing is that you want to decide, what do you love? It's simple. Just decide, what do you love? Now, most people will answer this question with the supposed tos. We all love God. If you're a Christian, if you're a Bible-believing Christian who follows Christ, we all love God. And that's a reasonable thing. But I'm looking deeper than that. Most of us love our families. So that's not quite so uncommon. But there's a love that you have for something that not a lot of other people have. You have a passion for something that not everyone around you has a passion for. I spoke to someone a few weeks ago that said, I would rather sing than breathe. I love being able to sing, study vocal trends, and learn new music, learn new songs. I love being able to sing. There was a passion ingrained in them. There's another person I talked to that said they love adventure. Not a lot of people love adventure, but they have a passion for trying new things and exploring new places. That's very evident in their lives by what they already do. There is something that you're passionate about, that you love, that not everyone around you loves. So answer the question as quickly as you can without thinking too much about it, because that would be the correct answer to this question. What do you love? What are you passionate about? The next question you must answer for yourself is, what do you hate? What just really gets your goat? What do you absolutely hate on this planet? Now, I know that you're going to say something like bullying or injustice. That's most of us. Culturally, that's most of us. But you need to find something that you really hate, that not a lot of people, that doesn't really bother a lot of other people. What do you hate? Here's the next question. You ready? What makes you sad? What makes you sad? What brings tears to your eyes? You're sitting there and somebody says something and it just brings tears to your eyes. But as you're looking around, you feel self-conscious because not anyone else is crying, just you. What is that thing that just makes you really sad, that pulls on your heartstrings, that fills you with compassion? What makes you sad? Answer that question. And the last question you need to answer is, what annoys you? What gets on your last nerves? Maybe other people can ignore it. Maybe they don't have a problem with it, but you just, it gets under your skin. You can't take it. What really annoys you? What annoys you? Now we're going to talk about what those answers mean. Now, if you haven't answered all 4 questions, go ahead and pause this video and jot down your thoughts on those 4 questions. Remember, they're what do you love? What do you hate? What makes you sad? And what annoys you? What do you love? What do you hate? What makes you sad? And what annoys you? Pause this video here to answer those questions real quick. You got it? Great. Let's talk about the key to those answers. What do each one of those answers mean? I'm going to look at Dr. Paul Cright's book, Discovering the Power of Purpose, to find the key to that answer. What do you love? What you love reveals a gift that God has placed in your life. It could be dormant right now or active, but it represents your uniqueness. No one else quite has the love for this or the passion for this that you do. What you love will reveal a determination and persistence in you that's not found in others. Because when you're passionate about something, you're going to pursue it. It's not going to be difficult to maintain a level of expertise in this area because what you love is easy for you to research it and participate in. It's not going to be something that's for everyone, but what you love will come naturally and will make you full of joy doing it. It will be an effortless expertise. Let's talk about what you hate. What does that answer mean? Well, what you hate reveals what you're called to correct. You know, you're not called to correct everything. You're not called to correct everybody. You're called to correct a certain thing or a certain group of things. And what you hate reveals what you're called to correct. I've had a lot of people answer, oh, I hate ignorant people. I hate it when people are ignorant or stupid. Well, maybe you're called to be an educator. You're called to correct that. Your anger is important. It awakens something that's on the inside of you. Jesus became angry and chased money changers from the temple. He was called to correct their mindsets from being religious to being kingdom. What do you hate? That is what you're called to correct. And the next one is, what makes you sad? What makes you cry? What brings compassion to your heart? Something that not everyone else is sad about. What is that thing? What makes you cry reveals what you are called to heal. Two people can observe the same thing. One will weep and one will be fine. Just walk away. But what saddens you is a sign of your purpose. Never ignore your tears or broken heart. Many times where you were hurt the most is where you're called to heal the best. Thank God that we go through things that allow us to heal others. What makes you cry is what you're called to heal. The last thing is, what annoys you? What annoys you? What annoys you or irritates you, and you're not going to like the answer to this question. You're not going to like the interpretation to your answer. Everyone has a collective sigh when I teach this live. What annoys you is what is drawn to you. What annoys you is what is attracted to you. Think about it for a minute. A dentist doesn't attract people with perfect teeth, even though broken teeth, unhealthy mouths annoys the dentist. Those are the people that are attracted to him. Why? Because they know it's his purpose to fix their mouth. A mechanic has people with broken cars all the time, and it annoys him that your car is broken. That's why he's going to fix it. Where others can walk by a problem, you have to get involved. That is indicative of your purpose. Your purpose will make a way for you. Your purpose will cause you to become a problem solver where other people aren't quite as motivated to solve that particular problem. Your purpose is very important. Remember, you are a human being before human doing. So you have to know who you are. You have to discover your purpose before you can do anything. Let's talk about 10 important facts about your purpose. Now that you've discovered your purpose, let's decide something about your purpose. Your purpose is designed to create your focus. Your purpose creates your focus. Your purpose will allow you to stay zeroed in on what assignments you need to take, who you need to meet, where you need to go. If you don't stay focused on your purpose, you will set yourself up for failure. How can anyone cause you to fail? It's simple. It's by dividing your attention, because you will become inadequate in a lot of things. You will become mediocre in a lot of different things rather than being an expert in one thing, your purpose. Number 2, your purpose births your life message. When you introduce yourself, you should have a short phrase that comes after your name. My name, when I introduce myself, I say, my name is Dr. Angel Kreitz. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm an educator, and I am a follower of Christ and a minister of the gospel. That's me in a nutshell. Your purpose will create your life message. Number 3, your purpose demands progress. You will become so dissatisfied not walking in your purpose if you don't discover it. You will become dissatisfied and staying still and not moving forward with your purpose. Number 4, your purpose determines your relationships. You know, people are like elevators. There's no neutral people in your life, even though you think there might be. There's none. Ultimately, every person surrounding you will either bring you up or they'll bring you down. There are no neutral people in your life. They're either on board with you and your purpose, or they're not. They're not supportive at all. You may believe that you can have someone in your life that doesn't agree with your purpose, but ultimately you'll find out that you need to surround yourself with people who are in agreement with you concerning your purpose. Your purpose determines your relationships. Number 5, my purpose, your purpose, will reject confusion and require a total focus. That goes along with our first point, how it creates your focus. But more importantly than that, it'll reject confusion. Anything that you become confused about, you will learn how to categorize that. Is that something that's within my wheelhouse? Is that something that will cause me to walk in my purpose? Or is that something that will cause me to lose focus? And you will remember this lesson when I tell you, you've got to maintain total focus on your purpose in order to advance in it. Number 6, my purpose requires seasons of preparation and training. But that's okay because you'll enjoy those times too. You know, before you can communicate with people, you have to study for content, for knowledge, for understanding. And then wisdom comes as you walk in your purpose. And as you communicate those things, people will be able to tell if you've prepared and trained properly. Just like if you were a singer or if you were a doctor. How many of you have been able to tell the difference between a doctor who has taken your case, studied what it is that you need, and come back to you versus a doctor who's just a general practitioner and says, well, let's prescribe this medicine and see how it goes? Your purpose will require seasons of preparation and training. And don't worry about those seasons. Don't get involved in those seasons and think, oh, this is taking forever. Because when it's your time to walk in your purpose, you will be extraordinary. Number 7, your purpose opposes mediocrity and operates in excellence. Why? Because no one's as passionate about your purpose as you are. No one has enjoyed studying your purpose like you. No one wants to make it exactly just right like you do. Your purpose will motivate you to walk in excellence. And take it from me, when you see someone who's trying to walk in a purpose that's not their own, you'll be able to tell the difference. Number 8, my purpose defines my goals. Your purpose will define your goals. You won't want to set goals for yourself that aren't a part of your purpose. You'll want to set goals that go along with what you're passionate about, what your purpose is, and what you can do to help people. Your unique gift is what you will learn to stay focused on in order to create your long-term goals even. Number 9, your purpose will not permit unforgiveness in your life. People are the least of your problems when you are focused and intent on your purpose. Bitterness is much too costly. You know, I see, and I used to be one, I promise. I see people who will rebut the critics, who will pay attention to the fools, who would have no place in your life, but who would speak against you and what you're trying to do. We pay attention to those people. We answer them. But when you are so intently focused on your purpose, you're not going to have time for that. You'll have people in your realm. Remember, I told you your purpose will determine your relationship. You'll have people who are around you who will say, you know, I don't know if that's really your purpose. I don't think that you're good at that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's going to be able to go with you or not. You're not going to have time to harbor unforgiveness toward that person. You're not going to have time to be in a negative state or in a toxic relationship with that person. It's not about cutting them off. It's about just continuing with your focus and with your purpose. And you would be surprised at who just kind of gives up and walks away. Of course, I'm a big believer in never burning a bridge unless you absolutely have to. Sometimes you absolutely have to, but that's rare. Number 10, your purpose requires a supernatural touch of God. A supernatural touch of God. Now, this doesn't replace your season of preparation and training. I've heard 100 pastors say, nothing is like the anointing when it comes to people in full-time ministry. Well, I agree with that, but you need both. You need training and preparation, and you need a supernatural touch from God. He's the one who gave you your purpose. He's the author and finisher of you. Of course, you need a supernatural touch of God on your life in order to fulfill your purpose in a way that He has designed for you. Also, on the flip side of that, you can't just prepare and train and not have a relationship with God, not receive a supernatural touch of God, and walk in the fullness of what your purpose is. Not the way God has designed for you. A discarded purpose leads to a discarded and disillusioned life. A discarded purpose leads to a discouraged and disillusioned life. There are people who wander around for years and years, and the years turn into decades, and the decades turn into a lifetime, where they just don't know their purpose here on earth. And they walk around continually frustrated, continually discouraged, and they think it's because they don't have value. You do have value. You have so much value. There is so much inside of you that the world needs. God's gifted you with something that He's not gifted to anyone else. And we all need it. Or a lot of people do. So don't ever become discouraged or disillusioned. You are valuable. You are priceless. You are irreplaceable. Discover your purpose. I want to encourage you to order this book. If you're enrolled in the university, you must order this book, Discovering the Power of Purpose by Dr. Paul Kreitz. It's for a nominal charge. You can find it on mypurposeintl.com for sale. You can find it on Amazon. It's an audio form. It's in a soft copy. So just search for it today. Get your copy of this book. I'm going to teach part 2 in just a minute, but since this video is almost 30 minutes long, I'm going to stop this video and we'll come back with part 2 of Discovering the Power of Purpose, PHI 101. Thank you so much for watching this class. I'll see you in a minute.